Hello everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations with crazy hair. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Look at my hair, it's just doing its own thing. Okay, well, we'll not worry about too much about this. Okay, so you're here to stamp with me, right? Okay, so we are going to do the card from last week. But before we do that, I just want to bring you up to speed on a couple things. Number one is this week on my blog, I am going to be posting some information about what's coming. So the new book is coming, the retired list is coming, that kind of thing. So be sure to check out my blog post every day this week. They are linked to Facebook, so you can access it through Facebook. Excuse me. And the other thing that I have posted about is the April classes. So the Fun Fold class is full, the first one on Tuesday, but I've opened up a second one on Thursday of that same week. So if you're interested in that, please be sure to fill out the form that I have. And the reason I'm doing the form is because I am getting very forgetful, and I have people messaging me at different platforms. So like they're telling me verbally, they're emailing me, they're messaging me, just different ways. And I can't keep track of it anymore, because usually when you do that, I'm not right in front of my planner where I can write it down. So this way I can just have one form to go to pull it up and that kind of thing. So I'm not cutting extra cardstock or forgetting about somebody when they show up and I don't have a package ready for them. Okay. So very, very important that you do that. The other thing I want to tell you about is the Grown Up and Me class. So this class is actually around a kit. So there are, I think, 8 kits that I've picked for you. And so what that is it's a $50 fee for you and one other person to attend the class. And what you do is you're going to split the kit that you pick. So this is a really great way to try the kits out. And what we're going to do is you're going to make your kit there that day with your friend or your granddaughter, grandson, whoever. Doesn't matter any age point. It does not need to be a child. It can be another adult. So if you and your friend want to try the kits, you can. It's $50, gives you the kit. You split the kit. So you each go home with a certain amount of cards, whatever your kit has. And what we're going to do is I'm going to donate $5 from that kit price to the St. Joseph's Hospice. So this is part of my fundraiser that I'm doing. So the fundraiser is 10% of my sales are going to the hospice, but this is also in addition to that. And then what I'm going to do is the day of the event, I'm going to have other kits here for you to purchase. So some of those ones that were on there that maybe you were kind of like, oh, I like this one, but I like this one. So I'll have some of those kits available. I will also have additional kits available. And what I will do for those is any sales from that, I'm going to donate 10% of that back to the hospice as well. So it's kind of a win-win. You get to try the kits. You get to spend the afternoon with your friend or your grandchild or your niece or your nephew or whoever. You get to spend the afternoon with me. And you get to help out the hospice, right? So kind of a win-win all the way around. So just want to make you aware of that. It is a different form because that one, you actually have to pick the kit that you want so I can order those in for you, okay? So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So if you're watching this video, I'm hoping you read my blog post from this morning. I'm actually recording this on Sunday, but my blog post would have gone live Monday. It has been a crazy weekend. I'm exhausted, hence why I look like this. So let's get started. So I'm not blabbing anymore because nobody wants to hear me blab. All right. So I told you that we were going to do the same cards that I had planned for the week prior, that we didn't get to because of another crazy event that happened. All right. So let's get started. You have your base. You have your 3 squares in solid cardstock. You can see my paper cutter needs to have blades changed. And then you have your white pieces. Okay. Now, this piece here you can actually emboss this if you wanted. I'm just trying to get my lighting kind of figured out here for you a little bit. That might be better. So you might want to emboss this, but I'll show you what the card is supposed to look like, and then you can decide what you want to do, okay? So I'm not going to emboss mine because I'm actually going to stamp directly on here, but you can definitely, or if you have a piece of scrap that you want to put on here, once you see the card, you'll decide. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm fighting something like a cold of some sort or something, because I have been stuffy for about a week. But really, that's the only symptom I've had, is I've just had a stuffy nose. And I can't breathe, which is nothing new for me. Okay, so here is my pieces. So for this one, I'm going to use Nature's Print. This set is going as part of the retired list, which, just breaks my heart because I love the set so, so much. I didn't when I first saw it, but now I just incredibly love it. So I'm going to use 1, 2, and 3 on my card. I don't think I've ever used that stamp, to be quite honest, but I'm going to use 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll probably use one of these sentiments as well. Okay. So I'm going to use 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I'm going to bring in my blocks. 1, 2. So I will, I just have not honestly had a chance to sit long enough to stay focused, but I am going to be posting the new clubs because there's new colors coming. I'm trying to decide how I want to do that, but I'm also going to do it in Color Club. So stay tuned for that information as well. Okay. Oh, I realize that this light is actually kind of giving me a halo, isn't it? Well, isn't that cute? All right. So I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. I just re-inked this before I went on camera, so this should be good. I had baby wipes close by last night, and I don't know where I put them. Okay, anyway, I'm going to stamp my first image, and I know I owe you guys the contest winner for the ink colors and stamps that are going. I have not forgot. I just have not had a chance to sit and go through the list yet. Okay, so this is my first one. This will be my second, which I don't need this full image, but... And I am putting these on an, whoops, on an angle. My stamp just came off my block. Okay, so there's 2. This will be my third. And the reason I'm putting these on an angle is just to fill in the square a little bit better. Not that you have to. I could have gone straight up and down. For sure I could have. I just need to find my baby wipes. Alright, so here's my baby wipes. And I'm using my baby wipes just to clean off my silicone mat. Just because I don't want to get ink all over. Now I could definitely use my Stampin' Scrub mist to clean this, but I just find baby wipes sometimes are kind of nice to just have close by. So my grid paper is not taped down, which it should be, but it's not. All right, I need to clean off my stamps as well, but let's proceed with the card, and then I will go back and do that. Okay, so can you hear that I'm out of breath? Like, I can't breathe. It's terrible. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Can you see my card? Oh, I can't see my card. Okay. I feel like this is very dark today. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on here with my lighting. I didn't change anything. See if this helps make it a wee bit better. Does it not look dark, everybody? It does to me. Anyway, okay, so 1, 2. This is a great way to use up scraps, by the way. And 3. Okay, so I can move this down like this. I kind of think it looks odd like that, but I could go like this. And then I'm going to put my sentiment here. I could put a sentiment here and then put another embellishment right here. I am not sure what's going on with my lights today. It's like the camera light. Hang on one second. Okay, that was what the problem was. I was messing around with zooming in on my camera and I messed up the light that's on my dock camera. All right, so this is going to go like this and like this. Okay, and then this one's going to go here. And then I can put my sentiment here, or I could put another element there. So an element being a die cut, or whatever you choose. So this is actually going to go on here like this. This one is going to go on here like this. And this one's going to go on here like this. Now, of course, the order, this square is a little bit different. Must not have cut that one the right size. Anyway, now, can I kind of offset these a little bit or do something fun? Yeah, absolutely I can. Could I put them on make a diamond shape out of them? I don't know if it's going to fit realistically. So this one, I'm just going to do plain Jane. Okay. And I'm going to put this one starting about here. So I love this style card because this is great for like designer series paper scraps, or if you just have little scraps of cardstock that you want to use up. This is a really, really great way to do that, and such a simple card. And that's what I love about it. It doesn't have to be fancy dancy, right? Cards don't have to take hours and hours and hours. Although I'm sure that those that receive those cards that take hours and hours and hours love them. It's just not always do they have to take hours to finish. Oh, maybe I'm not sure what I did there. Maybe my squares are cut wrong. My gray squares. I don't know. Okay, so I could stamp directly on here, or I could use a piece of white scrap and do something there. I could put some ribbon here. I could put my like 3 dots here, put 3 dots here. There's such a variety of things that I could do here. But I think what I'm going to actually do is on this here, I'm actually going to put "You're on," oh, my stamp's coming apart. "You're on my mind," because I feel like that fills in really nicely. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow. Isn't this card simple? Oh, I just love how beautiful it turned out, though. Okay, so "You're on my mind." Okay, so that is not like, oh wow, it's there. It's very hard to see because I did Mossy Meadow on Mossy Meadow, and that was on purpose. Okay, so sometimes you don't want a card to be very vibrant or very, I'm just trying to make that a little bit clearer. Okay, so I could have just done a white piece here, or could have actually just done one here. Totally up to you. Okay, so that's card number 1. I am going to get my Stampin' Scrub, which is right here, and I'm going to clean off my stamps. So bear with me half a second while I do this. This process is very important for protecting your stamps. So I'm stamping and I'm cleaning my stamps and I'm drying my stamps. So what this Stampin' Scrub does, it cleans inside all those little creases and crevices, and it conditions your stamp. So a lot of people will say to me, oh, I don't need that tool. No, you probably don't have to have it. I agree. But over time, it will condition your stamps so that they don't crack and break down. Whereas I know some companies, the stamps are cheap. Yes, they 110% are cheap. And some might look very similar to Stampin' Up! Ones. But after time, what happens is that they start to crack, or you don't get a good image off them. So I just want to be careful with this one. Okay. I have to put some glue on this one because it's coming apart. All right. So that's card number 1 is done. Card number 2, this is one that I am using some colors that I don't usually use. I don't know why, but here's a stamp set that I have yet to use. I know, you're shocked because you're sure this was the first one that I bought, right? I know. I haven't used this much, and that's embarrassing to say. But I'm going to use it now. It is also retiring. It is not carrying over. So I'm using Poppy Parade, which is a really awesome color. It truthfully is, and it's just not a color that I use often. I don't use a lot of reds anyway, unless it's Christmas time, which is kind of weird, but it's the truth. So Poppy Parade for me, I think is an awesome like farm color. And I know you're probably saying, well, what does that mean? Well, I feel like Real Red is a good farm color too, but I feel like Poppy Parade is more of a subtle type color. Okay, so, and then I will probably put like the black and white ribbon, the gingham ribbon here, as a bow or something, just to, I don't know, I haven't decided. Okay, so I was going to actually stamp these little fellas in Poppy Parade is what I was going to do. But, oh my gosh, this was not even assembled. Is this one mine? It has to be mine. Yeah, it is mine. I thought I had actually used this one for Owen's card, but I guess I didn't. Okay, that's even more embarrassing. All right, so let's put this together. Let's put the Moo Moo. So you've seen me do this. My foam, I'm pulling the backing off this. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to take my cow. I'm going to take the backing off that. So you heard me say, I'm just lining this up here. You've heard me say that the reason I didn't love the stamp set is because I don't think they look like real farm animals. I'll use the sheep. They're kind of cartoonish type ones, and I don't really, or abstracty type ones. I don't care for this look, but did I say the pigs or the, I'm doing the sheep. So you'll notice that these stickers are actually lined up exactly like your stamps. So there's no guesswork. Oops, sorry. I just realized you can't see me. Okay, and then I'll do the pigs. I guess. I'll do the pigs. Okay. So sorry. I thought this was actually assembled. That is not cool, friends. Not cool. I should have had this assembled many moons ago. This is the problem, right? When we have too many things to play with. I actually bought this one more for me, not to actually do any demonstrations with, but just because sometimes I don't have the right size of stamp. Okay, so I was going to do this one in Poppy Parade, but I'm going to do the animals in black. Just because I feel like that's how they should be. Oops. Oops. You guys get over there. Okay, my paper's moving. It's throwing me for a loop. Okay, here's my cow. I keep getting notifications from Instagram. And I don't use Instagram that often, but... Okay, so my cow is going off the page on purpose, because he doesn't fit. Okay, I think he looks cute when he kind of goes off the page anyway. I'm going to take that, wipe that off. And then my pigs. I love pigs. Okay. And then I'm going to put them about there. Cute, eh? And then, what about my Baba sheeps? Sheeps. My friend's a sheep farmer, actually. Near Hamilton. We talk farm stuff all the time. Because although she's a sheep farmer, we actually have quite a bit of similarities in struggles. Farming struggles. Okay, so for this cow, though, I am actually going to color his spots. I know you're going to be shocked by this, but I'm actually going to do them in like a dark crumb cake. Now, if you are not familiar with cows, cows do not all have to be black and white. Nope, they do not. Sometimes they can be brown. Sometimes they can be blonde. They can be red. So I'm doing this one. And it actually kind of does drive me a little bit crazy when I see cows like in stores or whatever and everything's black and white. It's like not all cows are black and white. So you'll notice if I ever see anything cowish that's not black and white, I usually pick it up. It's like tractors. Everybody thinks John Deere tractors are the only tractors you can get. And it's like, they do make other tractors besides John Deere tractors. FYI. I don't know that my pedal pink works all that lovely. I'll try it on the pigs and see what happens. I feel like I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo, but oh no, we're okay. So I love the blends. Love, love, love my blends. The other thing you're going to notice in the book that I have not really publicized, so it's kind of an inside tip. Shh, I didn't tell you if anybody asks. Is that our Stampin' Write markers have been redesigned. Not a crazy difference that you're going to notice. They have a different formula of ink in them. And they're a little bit longer, which then now means that you can, and they have a different tip on them. The fine tip now actually has like more of a bullet type end on it, which is kind of cool. So normally what I would have done with this, if I was not doing this as a Mystery Monday on the sheep, I probably would have used the puff paint, which I know we don't carry anymore, but I think it's adorable. And I would have puffed up this sheep. So I'm just doing the outline of the sheep. He could be a lamb, but I'm making a sheep. Okay, that's all I'm doing on him. Now, what I do want to do though is I'm going to take my green, wherever this happens to be right here, and I'm going to ground my animals. I think that's really important to do when you have your farm animals, or anything that looks like it should be standing. I feel like it needs to be grounded. So I will do that either with a gray, a green, or a blue. Now you can see this blend needs to probably go in the garbage, but tip is quite used. This is Old Olive. This is one of my favorite greens. Okay, so there's my animals. How cute are they? Right? Super cute? Super cute. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do this one slightly different. I'm going to actually put my animals, excuse me, onto my squares first. Like that. Come on. Like this. Okay. So yes, it's been a busy, busy week. I got my new car. I picked up my old car because they actually replaced the entire engine on my old car, which was crazy. We were not expecting that at all. So yeah, and then I had my mother-in-law driving my old car home and realized that the back brake light is not working. So now on Monday, which is, you guys are watching this today, on Monday, I have to call back to the dealership and say, hello, yeah, you forgot to check my lights, which is a bit of a concern because they tell you they do that 7-point inspection when they do your vehicles. If you ever take your car into the dealership, they tell you they do a 7-point inspection. They check all those things. And I'm thinking they probably didn't, because I'm not sure how you miss a rear brake light. I should have probably just turned around and taken it back then, but my mother-in-law was a little bit flustered to be driving my car in the first place, and I didn't really want to stress her out. Okay, so this one, thinking happy thoughts of you. How about that? That sounds like a nice one. Thinking happy thoughts of you. I like it. And I'm going to put the Black and White Gingham paper, ribbon on there. Okay. So, you know, I just realized all 3 stamps that I'm using today are retiring. And that was totally not on purpose. I had these picked out last week before the retired list came out. So, it's kind of funny. So this is the Poppy Parade that I thought I was going to use, and I'm actually not going to end up using it because I'm going to use black for this here. Okay. And of course, we have to do the inside of the card, which I never do. Thinking happy thoughts of you. Is that what I said? That's not what I said originally, I don't think. But okay, now let's put some ribbon down here. Okay, bear with me once. Okay, so I'm not sure if this ribbon is still even current, but I'm just going to make a bow. I'm just going to tie it along the bottom there. So be sure to, I can't feel my fingers this morning, guys. Oh, can't feel my fingers. Be sure to post your pictures of your finished projects, and I am going to draw somebody to win a prize. I don't know what that prize is going to be. I have so many things here I need to give away as prizes. So you, friends, are going to be... Oops, I think I cut this a little bit too long. That's all right. We can fix that. I love this black and white ribbon because I feel like A, it's... Well, these scissors don't work. A, it's timeless. And B, I feel like it's very farmish. Let's even those out a little bit more. There, like that. I feel like I need something right there. Oh, hang on. What if I put these along the bottom here? What do you think? I hope you're commenting on this video as you're watching, though. I love seeing the comments, and actually, when you comment on my videos, it actually does help my videos get more views, which is really, really important because I love sharing this with everybody, right? So the more people that can watch, the better that would be. Okay. I hope I don't ruin this card. If I ruin this card, I will just put a white piece of paper over it, and we will figure it out. Okay. I'm going to actually open this up so that I can get a good, sorry, the light's really bright here. Cute. Okay. Now I need a glue dot. Ha, look at this glue dot right here. Right here at my fingertips. I'm going to put this one right there where my bow goes. Right here. Isn't that adorable? Card number 2. Super duper cute. Okay, so bear with me as I clean my stamps again, friends. Where's my stamp script right here? So, I was able to clean off my desk a little bit Saturday night. We had to see if we can get the shower here at the studio working, which hasn't been used in a very long time, because we needed a shower until the plumber can come Monday evening. And 5 of us showering over at my mother-in-law's is not really ideal, especially when we're in Bridgeton, she's in Petrolia. Anyway, so while Sean was fixing the shower, I was cleaning off my desk. I hope we're done with water issues. Next on my list is getting my electrician there to fix all the lights in my house. I feel like when things go wrong, they all go wrong at the same time. Now, the electrician coming to do my lights, I've wanted that on my list for years, and I've been putting it off because I've been dreading it. Okay, so there's my stamps back. Look at me being all organized. Okay, last card. This one is, oh, I can't believe I haven't used a set. And this one is also retiring. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. So this paper is Fresh Freesia. It is not retiring. Oh, those are the wrong scissors. I'm trying to put the wrong scissors in the wrong hole. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fresh Freesia is the paper. It is not retiring. It is actually carrying over as one of our permanent colors. So it isn't in color right now, but it's going to join our color family. So Fresh Freesia. I'm using basic black. For some reason, I have 4 squares in this one instead of 3. There must be a reason. Oh, because I found an extra one on my desk. I think is why. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. Which one's the wrong one? Okay, we'll figure it out. Let's stamp. Okay, so I'm using this one. Ballet Beauty. Love, love, love the set. If you listened to me talk, if you heard me talking about the stamp set before, I love the stamp set. It's not one I will ever get rid of. It's a ballet dance one, and I was a dancer in my younger days, believe it or not. So it is one that that I love, right? So it is retiring though. So I think it's an awesome, awesome set. And sad to see it go because we don't really have anything like it in our collections right now, but it maybe isn't a top seller. I'm not really sure, which kind of surprises me a little bit, but anyway, nonetheless. So I think for this one, I think I actually did use Fresh Freesia ink on my original card. So maybe that's what I'll do. I had Gorgeous Grape out, but I think we'll use Fresh Freesia for this one, okay? Okay, so this one, you can see that the images are much larger than my square, and that's okay, because I'm only going to use a portion of them, right? So that's the really awesome thing about our stamps, is that you don't have to always use the full image if you don't want to. It gives your card a really cool effect. So you'll see I'm just adding these onto my blocks. I'm going to use my Fresh Freesia ink. I'm going to open that up, and I'll start with this image here with the girl doing her ballet move. That's just, the name has completely escaped me. I'm going to put my silicone mat down here. Okay. And how do I want this one to go? I'll go this one. Like this. Look how pretty that is. So stinking pretty. Yeah, like I said, so sad to see this one go, but I mean, I get it. We can't keep everything. It's just the ones that we don't really have anything else similar to, I wish they would hang on to for a little bit longer. But I do understand inventory, like spacing and that kind of thing. The warehouse is only so big. And it's big. It's quite large. One day I will share with you how many orders that they actually put out in any given day. It's remarkable. So the fact that we get our product so quick, and like they pick it so quick and ship it, it's crazy to think how many hundreds of thousands of orders they put out a day, and they get out to us like without waiting too long. I know I used to actually sell for a different type of a crafting company, not like a stamping company, but something similar, something different, not similar, but we would wait probably a week or longer just for the product to even leave the warehouse. And then we would have to wait, 2+ weeks for it to actually arrive at our doorsteps. And then the shipping cost was astronomical. Like, I probably could have drove there for less money than what it was costing to ship the product. So we are very fortunate that Stampin' Up! They subsidize the cost of the shipping for our orders. So I know we complain about shipping costs, but that's not the full cost when you're getting your order shipped to you. Stampin' Up! Pays for a portion of that shipping to keep it reasonable, which not a lot of companies will do that. So another reason why I love this company is because they're always keeping the demonstrator front and center in their minds when they're making decisions as far as like shipping cost and that kind of thing. And they're always looking for cheaper ways to ship items. But sometimes, unfortunately, the cost, the cheaper cost comes with cheaper service too. So we have to decide what it is that we want, what is most important. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one here. So this is not the same image, right? Excuse me, you can see this. And this one here is not the same image. But they go nicely together, which is really cool. Now, can I pop these up? Yeah. Can I have embossed this? Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not going to for this one, which I know is very odd for me because I pop up everything and I emboss everything. But for this card, I feel like it doesn't need it. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this layout. Are you liking the Mystery Mondays? Do you want to try something different? Do you like them? Do you just want to keep going with them? You tell me. Because I'm pretty flexible. Okay, so now I'm going to use my black ink. I love this. One step at a time until the journey becomes a dance. And I think this one is too large to put. Oh no, here we go. I'm going to use this one. I love this phrase. And I think it's a really, timely one. Because I feel like lots of us are going through things and we forget sometimes that just stop. I hope this is going to be straight. Where's my Stamparatus? How pretty is that? So simple. So I'll show you the one that I did originally with this. So this was my original card and I just used Believe. And you'll see this one, I did something crazy. I actually cut by hand my squares and my whites, which I don't ever do, but my paper trimmer was not close by. This one's pretty sloppy, but I have my Believe here. And then this one I did a little bit differently, one step. And I could actually put some jewels on here as well. My phone is going crazy. I think it's my daughter. So let me show you the other two cards. So there's this farm one, which is really super cute. I really like this one. And then there's this one, very plain Jane. I probably would do something different here. Add my gems. You could add another layer on top here as well, if you wanted. And then just adjusting. Could you do it this way? Yeah, absolutely you could. Just totally your cards. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that very much. I'm going to ask that you please post your pictures of your finished projects on my group. And I will go through and pick I will pick an individual to win a prize for this week. And I will get the contest contest winners out for the retired sale or retired items. I did not forget. I've just been so incredibly busy this week. Maya had her 16th birthday and then all the water issues, and I had a couple classes. And anyway, be sure to check out the classes. Get registered sooner than later so that I can get product ordered, because this time of year is going to be touchy to get stuff. April 4th, you can start ordering. There is a hostess code that I'm going to put up onto the site. But if you go to my blog, there is a direct link in there to my website with the hostess code. So you shouldn't have to worry about putting a hostess code in. Okay? So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for supporting me. Get those pictures posted, and we will chat with you very, very soon. All right. Bye, everybody.